Camisita, por favor.
Between those two. And I actually last year or the year before, I need to go check, but I published a few articles about this specifically, where you have this conflict between a token's purpose and an investor's value. So even if we look at Ethereum, right? If we look at Ethereum's there's a lot of ideologies, so I'm not going to go into all of them. Ethereum is money, etc. At its base, Ethereum is gas, and it's meant to be paid for computational execution. Now there's a certain equilibrium there between how much does it cost the network as a collective of miners in the amount of electricity they're spending to execute that instruction and thus secure it, and how much are they being rewarded in financial value for that. Now at equilibrium, the value of the token should be slightly more than the cost of their electricity. But now if you add speculators into the equation, they're not using the token, so it's not cycling between these two. So all of a sudden you're removing supply out of the equation, and at the same time this band keeps increasing because it's not circulating. You're removing more and more and more. Supply demands, supply side crisis, and you end up with a token that increases to the point where the users who are supposed to be paying for this execution no longer want to pay for these execution because it's too expensive. Miners are still happy. They're walking away with extra profits, but the users don't want to use it anymore. So as soon as you add speculative value to a lot of these tokens, you end up destroying the reason they exist. And that only cycles back to its equilibrium point when its value normally decreases. But now, at the same time, we're in a market where it's predominantly investors, and your product is only as good as your green candles or your red candles. So if your token is going up in value, you're a wonderful product and you have the most amazing leadership and everything is wonderful. If that thing starts going down, you're a scam and you lied and there's insert any random FUD you can possibly think of. And the second it switches to green again, all of a sudden you're the most wonderful project ever. So I'm very worried about that because on the one hand, I need that value to significantly decrease for it to have its effective value in the ecosystem. But when that happens, people start saying the protocol is shit and the platform is shit and it doesn't work as intended. And I'm curious to see how it plays out. Like I have no ideas how this is going to turn out. I in none of my models did I expect it to turn out the way it did. But right now there is a definite conflict between governance and speculators.
Welcome to the Crypto Teacher, and guys, please like and subscribe. If you do like what you're listening to, please inform your friends and family and spread all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that everything is planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books, Cryptoteacher NWO book. Also, those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon, much love. And then also those who are blowing the store up, much love. Thank you for shopping. Now, of course, guys, we're going to get into Bitcoin and cryptos first. Now, of course, we had that wild ride last night with YEARN. I'm going to get into that. And then also, of course, we saw the volume go up. We saw Bitcoin lose a percentage of its market cap. So, guys, we know when Bitcoin loses a percentage of its market cap, what happens? Either Bitcoin goes up or the altcoins go down. So right now, Bitcoin right now is at about 57%. Remember, it's normally at about 62%. So that's let us know that we have a 5% gap. So one thing is going to happen. Bitcoin, of course, is going to go up and take back that 62%, or altcoins are going to drop down, so therefore it can regain that 62%. And most likely that, of course, the market is going to go down because we still have those gaps to fill. But guys, just remember that all this is nothing but computers' algorithms. So Bitcoin always keeps that percentage. Always. So don't forget about that. Now, basically getting over into YEARN, of course, we had Andre, been in the game for over 20 years, programming, developer. He was a part of Phantom, blockchain, Curve, of course. So, guys, we definitely see the DeFi market picking up tremendously. Right now, the DeFi market has lock value of about $9 billion. Basically, I knew something was up though last night when Arthur Hayes, of course, sends out a tweet. So we know there's big hands behind this, going all the way up to 30,000. This didn't go up by us, so we definitely know there's an objective behind it. Remember, guys, I told you insurance, finance is definitely going to be big. Only thing you have to do is follow the money. But of course, in that $9 billion lock value, we have Curve, Synthetic, Maker, DAO, Aave, of course, which basically that's what helped the blast off. As soon as that news happened, that's when it took off. Now, guys, don't forget that Chainlink also surges when these DeFi projects surge also. So do not forget about that. And also Ethereum. So basically, we know Ethereum is nowhere near the price that it's going to end up at. So we know all these projects are using the Ethereum blockchain. So we know that it's definitely going to blast off. When the bull takes off, Ethereum is definitely going to take off. Now, basically we have some federal agencies, the FDA, of course, that's the Food and Drug Administration, and then also the Department of Treasury is using blockchain as we speak, guys. So do not forget about that. We also know Microsoft, these big companies are also using blockchain. So the next step is nothing but tokenization. They're already using this technology, guys. Basically what they want to do is, of course, tokenize everything, and that gives them total control. So don't forget where this is actually headed. Now, getting over into world news, we have Ohio pensions are adding gold to the investment, like 5%. So guys, we see this is what? A hedge against inflation. We know by you listening to my channel, we know that all pensions are bankrupt. Bankrupt. Because guys, what happens is that if you add a 0% interest, you're not able to pay on the fees. So basically we have the Treasury is basically paying for this. Now don't get me wrong, there's no such thing as debt. Don't get me wrong. No such thing as debt. Because basically what they're doing, they're just printing money. So if you're just printing money, there is no such thing as debt. But I'm talking about what they sell to the masses. Debt, debt, debt. So the fact is that basically all of our pensions are bankrupt because we have no interest rate. All these retirees are not, or people that's about to retire, are trying to retire, they're not getting interest on the money that's in their bank accounts. So guys, just imagine if they knew anything about crypto, anything about the education of crypto, the interest that can be earned. And I'm not even talking about the farming. I'm just talking about basic staking, where you actually are making money just by putting your money in, just saving your money, what they're doing right now in our regular United States bank accounts. But the fact is that the masses don't know. Because why? Because they are asleep. They don't understand the finances, that we're changing over to a digital economy. But guys, that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Cryptoteacher NWO book. Also, if you're new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Also, your stocks. You have your Cobalt, your chip stocks, your gaming, your banking stocks. Don't forget, everybody sitting at home, don't forget about those stocks. And then also the biotech stocks, the C word. We see more and more deals that are coming out. Make sure you're chasing that money, so therefore you can make money along with the situation. And then also, of course, everybody sitting at home, getting that free money or waiting on that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and y'all have a wonderful day.